Welcome back to another episode of the Youth Academy Career Mode here on FC24, where we have some upgrades to go ahead and just instantly give y'all. So +1 heading for Richie, +1 finishing for Kai Santos the striker, +1, or not +1, but plus a power header trait for Watts for his 2 goals in that last game against Wolves. And then in fact Watts got man of the match for that game, so +3 strength for Watts, as well as his strength is a little bit lacking. He has great stats all around the board besides heading accuracy. And this is probably why, actually thinking about it, this is why, because we've been stuck on him ever since we picked him up. So we are just going to go ahead and try and improve some of these things slightly. So his defense awareness is 99, stamina is 99, his jumping is 99, all because that's all we've been focusing on. I might decrease that, honestly. I really might decrease that because that seems a little bit overpowered. I definitely did forget about that. I'm hoping I didn't do that with anybody else. Shadow Striker for this guy, he's now high. He's not going to really grow that much though, so that's honestly fine. I might just put a lot of these players on balanced. And in fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to put all these players on balance. Alves isn't going to grow at all, unfortunately. I'll be right back. And that is everybody fixed and done, all on balanced. And let's go and do a loan report if we can. Loan report. Morley's a +3. Correa's a +nothing. Santos is a backup striker for sure. Lombardi, the left back, is a +3. Harris is a +3. Fernandez is a +4 as a cam. Hansen's a +4 as a CDM. Garcia is a +7 as a right winger. We don't need right wingers though. And then Santi Flores is a +3. But we might actually have to bring Santi Flores back because if you all remember, Sykes got injured at the end of last episode in that Wolves game. And I didn't really check how long his injury was. We do have a scout report to kick things off, but he's only out for 5 days, so never mind. We are just out with him, out for that Crystal Palace game, and that is perfectly fine in all honesty. Kicking things off here with the scouting report over in Germany. We didn't get anybody from the 3 nations last episode. Let's see if we can do it this episode, and it's looking like nothing from Germany again for the time being there. Now over to Brazil, and it's looking like nothing out of Brazil as well. 700k for him, not good enough at the moment. And if we are going to continue to next season, we need great talents. This really could be all for nothing, obviously. Especially now since we take on Mr. Arsenal in the FA Cup. We have to beat him again. We only beat him because of own goal last time. And then Sisman Kolovic is going to be able to be changed from a left mid to a center back. And if I'm not mistaken, he should jump up nearly 20 overall, up to like, I think close to 68, 69, so not really 20, but pretty much closely there. And in fact, it's actually only 14, up to 64 overall for him. So that'll be an interesting one to keep out a look for if time continues on. We are 9 points behind Crystal Palace. We were 6 behind them at the start of last episode. This is the team to go on. Sykes obviously has to get replaced by Rubio, or is it going to be Bennett? And in fact, it's going to be Bennett because that makes my life a whole lot easier there. So this is your starting 11 to take on the boys in the Crystal Palace colors. Let's get into it. Barlett crossed in. It should fall for Watts, but it won't. It will fall for Malang Sarr. Malang Sarr now in the box. Malang Sarr into Frederick. Frederick gets past multiple defenders. Can't get past the keeper, though. Alves, Martins, Lombardi. Cross, back post for Santos. 1-0 for Wakefield. We allow Crystal Palace to just keep on that pressure. We soak up the pressure, and then we attack them and hurt them where it matters. 1-0 for Wakefield. Trying to close that gap as much as possible. East Saxon. Watts defended that enough to get that cleared. Now Alves in for Lombardi. Over the top for Alves. He'll try and find Richie. That didn't work out. Maurice Keane, 1-1. Barlett wins the ball back quickly into Lombardi. Lombardi into Alves. Alves back into Richie. Maybe no, but it'll be out for a corner right before the break. Richie. Alves crossed in. Can we get a Watts specialist again? We can! Watts goes ahead and gives us the lead right before the break once more. It's 2-1 for Wakefield. That should be a Watts header. It is Martins. Richie. Richie, can you set that into Lombardi? He does. Lombardi finishing it nicely. And it's 3-1 for Wakefield. Lombardi have been on fire since coming back to this team. And we are getting our form on nice and nicely. I don't know what I'm saying. Chabi King just to get a consolation goal at the end there. It's going to be a 3-2 win here over Crystal Palace. We will absolutely take it. We're back to 6 points behind them. Man United away from home, a quick sim. It's a 2-0 loss. And now we focus on Arsenal in the FA Cup. Santos, Richie, Alves, Hoffman Jr., Martins, Cordoba, Ruiz, Yurtebe, Watts, and Sykes. Sykes now back to 87 overall, which is weird. He was 88. He's now 87. That doesn't make sense at all. I guess because he got injured, he got decreased 1 rating that quickly. It's a little bit crazy, but it is what happens. Time to take on Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium. Try and beat them somehow again. Lombardi still going, taken out by Doyle. Early dismissal in the first half in the game. That would be great if that would happen. It's not going to, though. He might not even get a yellow at that point. Oh, he actually gets a red card. Wow, he's gone. Arsenal down to 10 men 4 minutes into the game. He actually got a red card. Wow, I didn't think the game would actually do that. Santos, Cordoba, Santos, Richie, Martins, Watts, Cordoba. Oh, Rodrigo, 1-0 Arsenal, despite being 10 men there in front. Richie, back to Alves on the corner, short, in now for Watts on the header, no. Santos on the second ball, no. Can Ruiz win the header? He does. Head it away, Martins will head it down in for Watts. Alves, Richie, back to Alves, cross in, it's Watts on the header! Did it go in? It did! 1-1! The corner specialist there works again. And we are back to level terms here with Arsenal. Rodrigo, less than, 5 minutes left to go? Actually, not even less than that. It's literally going to be a 90th minute winner. Yurtebe with the save. He'll gather as well. Maybe one more chance for us to get that 90th minute cheese. Richie will collect in the midfield. He'll find Quiroga. Quiroga will send it up top for Lombardi, and we will be going to extra time here against Arsenal in the FA Cup. Quiroga. Into Lombardi. Lombardi, a touch away to get away from Trusty. Now one to finish the ball, and Arsenal are behind. It's Wakefield in front once again. 2-1, and Lombardi might be sending us to the semifinals of the FA Cup. Saka. Blanco. Ruiz shuts that down. Watch will clear it, and we'll go into the first break up a goal. Santos. Actually, he's going to go to Richie. Richie on the post into the back of the net. And Wakefield are through to the quarterfinals, the semifinals. We're going to beat Arsenal again. Have some of that. Jacobson, Richie into Lombardi. Lombardi to make it 4. Goodbye, Arsenal. Hello, Wakefield to the semifinals. Hopefully Liverpool lose. Hopefully Liverpool lose by some small miracle. That would be great. I don't know if I can do this again against Arsenal. But then again, I didn't know I could do it against Tottenham after I did against Arsenal last season. So who knows at this point. Game over. Wakefield are through. Arsenal 10 men couldn't handle it. And coming extra time. It's a 4-1 win. And Arteta is walking away upset. Rodrigo is walking away upset. His team couldn't do anything. It's a 4-1 win. We are into the semifinals of the FA Cup here. And Liverpool unfortunately win. Newcastle unfortunately win. Last year's finalist was Newcastle. They beat us in the FA Cup final. And then Aston Villa beat Brighton. I'm hoping for Villa, honestly. If I can get Villa, I would be happy. I'm more comfortable trying to beat Villa than I am either Newcastle or Liverpool. And we actually get Aston Villa as well. So if we can beat Villa, we'll have a final against Newcastle or Liverpool. Where's Aston Villa at in the table? They're obviously above us, but they aren't great. They're only above us by 4 points, which ain't bad. We've been slacking lately. It's Arsenal in the league this time. Can we beat them on simulations? No, we can't. They get back in the 78th minute there in the league. We're going to go ahead and watch this game through against Bournemouth and see if the boys in black can take down the boys in red. And Richie gives us the lead. It's 1-0 for Wakefield. 20 minutes in. And Richie is on fire once again. Lombardi makes it 2-0 for Wakefield. To make it 3 right before the end of the game. Back to Alves. Alves a touch away. Get in the box. Now Alva Richie. Richie's block shot is going to fall back into the back of the net. But handball from Richie will decline that from happening. It's going to be a 3-0 win here against Bournemouth to end today's episode. If you did enjoy it, go and leave a like and subscribe. And when we come back, FA Cup semifinal against Villa. And maybe the season finale as well, as we really have nothing to play for but the FA Cup. I will see y'all there. Leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.